before the where all you
Got it!
Well then.
Yes, indeed. Hey, Makoto. Oh!
Let's begin with it.
What's going on?
I'd feel awful if they got left out. Friendship.
Okay, but there were only 15 of us.
Oh, no reason. It's just that. Okay. That first up is the case of.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took
I'm just
place
getting
in
used to
Makoto's
this.
room.
I've never actually been called Charles in the physical.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room... with the way things had been damaged.
A struggle?
Between Sayaka...
So you're saying she must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look.
So
Okay,
Next is the subject. Wow, this is starting. So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong!
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen.
Huh?
After the murder, we discovered
Which means that knife.
Oh, yeah. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife. I mean, we all know Makoto killed.
That's right.
Look, hold on a sec.
Let's draw our conclusions after we possess.
Well, we can talk all we want.
You really?
Okay, I'll hear him. Concentrate. R1. My concentrate so I'm slow down from the bananas video. So R1 slow it down. Okay, I think that's fine.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
No,
You did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining room.
No, that's wrong.
no. Stop.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the...
Well, what if I... What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me?
Don't access first, you know. Yep.
Just to be perfectly clear.
Yeah.
And at any point while you were there, you don't think?
No, he definitely...
The knife disappeared while Hina was... In other words, there's...
Okay, then what if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl! Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask. Each murder is...
So in other words...
Then there's no way...
But what if they...
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then... Who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. No way!
Sure, I can.
That's right. Sakura...
I hate to have to...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't you?
Actually, no.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. Which means...
You stayed over? We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorm, so...
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
No,
It's unwholesome!
Get that.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you...
Actually, there...
Oh, yeah, that's true!
Why didn't you say...
Well, because... Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall.
Oh.
And then later, she wound up dead.
What?
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, when she came into the dining hall, as she left, she said...
And the person who took the...
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife in that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did...
No! So, that's how you...
Hold on. It's still too early because you see, if the room... And until we unravel...
Bewildering.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about.
There's Hangman's Gambit. How much uploads? Better just reveal one plan for us for us things because you also can use the person in the flying land. These guys are shooting down the fire in the right order. I just more fix it and try and goblins shoot the desired bosses. Shoot down the wrong wall, you'll suffer damage to influence god. All of those are gonna
What? I don't know what should have been never.
Oh yeah, damn it, why didn't you
Now I understand!
Yeah.
That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So,
Yes, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to...
The reason all the hair was gone, that makes sense.
No. If that were the case...
Okay, then why wasn't there any...
The killer got rid of it all, of course. Precisely. It's simply beyond...
Are you sure we can decide something?
No. There are other...
I would like to hear...
Do you remember anything remarkable? Sayaka was attacked in the main room.
Yeah, then they ran out.
And how did the kill...
What do you...
It's fairly certain that there was clear evidence left.
Proves it is. No, wait, no, okay, wait, those two are those broken ones.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting...
Huh?
The doorknob for my back. See how the top part was unscrewed?
oh yeah.
In trying to bypass the lock, this is another most bewildering act for the...
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in it? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hope...
Oh no. Oh no! Okay, no, this is gonna be hard.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's not right.
No, it's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all,
Yes, now that...
Then why didn't your...
because it... Huh? What do you... My bathroom door doesn't fit Monokuma over...
Yup, true, but you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy...
So the reason the door didn't open, but the killer didn't know that, and assumed...
Okay, but then why would the killer... If everyone should have known you can't...
The killer could easily make that mistake.
Trying to click inside. Now you're...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it...
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's...
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had...
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by... The killer must have been considerably confused.
Regardless, it was a pointless act.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't...
That is...
So the killer would have to be someone who... Then Makoto couldn't...
Okay, then who did...
I'm sorry!
But... What happens if we can't
Well, why don't we just vote right now?
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here.
Does no one have...
Oh!
As a... Oh. You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, well... I was just...
Yeah.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key.
I don't think so. That's...
Then...
Negative! If you remember.
Fine. How about this? The killer, they could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and...
No.
Oh! Hello? What?
It's no.
Shoot!
I forgot. I know what it is. I just can't find. Wait, what?
I got it!
There we go, okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? Knowing what she'd been through.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed?
I know you don't want to consider it. I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top, and these are the...
Oh man! I've totally seen people when you write, it can leave an imprint. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique. But even the classics can be surprising. Oh, and I should also mention, which means only someone who had been in Makoto's...
Then either it was Makoto who lived there.
So, Makoto. No, of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
But what?
The note was likely her way of... She must have slid it under their door to let them...
You got an invitation.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on...
But can we be sure anyone even... And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
What?
Huh? What makes you say that? Would you like... Very well then. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see.
So if someone read the...
Wait, no, you're wrong. 1 second.
Then they would have gone exactly. So in other words, they would not have any...
It certainly would seem that way.
No, she's wrong.
Sayaka and Makoto, but in the note, it specifically says, my room.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Sayaka and Makoto, but in the note, it specifically says, I see. Then they would have gone exactly.
The room, but
no, it's wrong.
Okay, that was...
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Yes.
They got...
That's right. As a result, the nameplate on and the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is...
Then... If someone...
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names...
Right.
Okay, then...
Right.
I got it!
Yeah.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides...
You can also infer as much from her... She specifically tells the reader to check. She would only have written that if... But why would she She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Okay,
Inviting someone to your room.
To understand, we first need to That's where the answer lies.
What happened to whoever she... We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her kid. Perhaps the answer to...
Yes.
Then...
The reason I know Circus is because
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
It sure is. You barely have to touch that, and there's some on her wrist.
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see.
Alright, then it's a...
Oh god, okay.
L1.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's not.
No, that's wrong.
Wrong.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword. Because the sword sheath had been see? There's
something sharp.
Stop jumping ahead.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't. If you are going to attack with the
That's true. With the sheath.
Okay, so
if they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as in that situation, there wouldn't be.
So you're saying the sword was initially.
Which means whoever had the.
I think I get it. So here's the culprit came in. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka, so she grabbed the sword to defend herself. Then, after they broke her wrist with the...
Sorry, but I don't.
What? How the hell can?
Because she.
I got it! You're talking about her palms. The palms of her hands were perfectly clean.
How can you know?
Like I said before. In fact, if you look, it's safe to assume there's really no...
Maybe she washed.
Sorry.
Why did you say that?
No! I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, the killer is the only... But hold on. If that's right...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the...
But we already said that the
person with the knife attacked first.
And the one who had...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand?
No, far from it. It's almost... She took the knife from the kitchen, and if it's true that she had the...
Indeed. These are all the actions.
Which brings up another point. Maybe the reason was so that she could pin the crime on you.
Sayaka wanted to...
That would also explain she wanted to get whoever she had targeted to end by committing the... But for that to work, if the target knew she had switched...
So all that's why...
But in the end, she launched her attack with the knife. That must be when her wrist got...
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned.
Just hold on! Because...
Hey! You're being super... Wouldn't it be awful if I had...
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the ant if we can't uncover who murdered...
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Oh.
Shoot!
It's easy just to say, hey, but there just aren't any more...
Very well! Then let's review all the clues we found up to this...
Do we really have time?
Die! We don't do something! We're all gonna...
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, dude. I'm so bad.
Very well! Then let's review...
Do we really have to...
Die! We don't do something! We're all gonna die!
Yeah, whatever, come on.
It's easy just to say, but there just aren't
Any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's...
Hey. Go. Hi.
The dying message. 11037.
Well, before we can we really be sure that
I got it! Her left index. That could only be because she used.
I see. She broke her right.
Sure. I think we can. What the heck do those numbers?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
No, that's not. Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh! Yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is big. Looking at it now.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
But even if that really is an N...
Rotate the image one...
Oh my god. Now what?
Huh? You just so...
I said you don't really know what's going on.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery, if you turn, it becomes the L-E-O-N, or more accurately,
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a bunch of random squick.
No. She wrote that message on the wall behind. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally. And as a result, when you look at it...
I don't think you can do it in a tutorial, I'm pretty sure.
Standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want.
That sounds like one. I'm the killer? You can't just...
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
You haven't pulling to show that. I know what it was.
Shoot!
No, okay, where's the other one? Okay.
I got it!
Oh, there we go.
You mean...
The burnt shirt piece.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered like one piece, and the killer didn't notice. Isn't that...
But is one scrap of...
Yeah, I mean...
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece.
You're right. That alone isn't enough.
Are you fine?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got it! You look closely at how the shirt was disposed of.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the... And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on. You'd need the key to get in. And so the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking...
Huh? Other guy is at living on top of it.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yeah.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Wait, what?
Shoot!
Oh god, okay,
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yeah, that's right,
So the only one who could... The person...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the...
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence.
But if you can't get past the gate...
Yes, you...
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be...
But how would...
I got it! The killer simply took aim and all they had to do was run through that. Remember what you... Hifumi had the... was because the killer was a... once a... Hey, come on!
All you have the shards of broken glass. If the killer had...
Wait,
For the...
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate... Do you have any idea?
A target 30 feet away would surely...
You can't be... I'm not the killer! He's got...
You still won't admit Makoto. Go ahead, and with that...
Listen to me! Say what you want, Leon. Now here's...
No, I know. I think I know. Closing climax again. Okay. Right. I have to do it. You sure that's right? I think. Wait, no, but can I use screwdriver? I think I've messed this up already. This is I'm sure.
The killer is you!
Okay, let's see if it is.
I think I'd better take one.
Yeah.
Last night, the killer, from what we can tell,
I'll watch her later, okay?
She attacked them with the...
Wait, what? That... I failed already and then... That.
The killer
okay,
is you! But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword. During the struggle.
Whoa! I'm so scared. So it was that one.
Here's exactly what happened.
Here's exactly what happened.
During the struggle, a strike. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself, the killer went after her. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door, Sayaka knew about that. So instead, the killer forced the... and stabbed Sayaka. But with what's to... And with that, was Sayaka dead? First, they took off their shirt. Then they took the lint roller in my room. They wanted to make sure they... Afterwards, they tried to burn the shirt, but the trash room was blocked off by an... So they came up with a plan to use heat. The killer managed and...
Gotta be kidding me, Rick. That was great, and what is it?
The killer is... you!
Okay, so it's that one.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision. Having to split there was... part of the shirt they...
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro...
Makoto.
Bullet time back close. What the hell is that? Serial streams from like a B2B. It pushed. This is like some...
When the killer broke the bathroom door... So what did the killer use?
I'm gonna go.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid!
I'm gonna feel so sorry. Okay.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Where's your proof?
This should prove it! The screws on the bath. I wonder what kind of...
I mean, Oh, yeah.
That must put the toolkit in.
I lost. Well, alright.
So, you have no
Then it would seem we are finished.
Yes, I got a minute. Woo!
Looks like you've reached your. Just make triple sure you vote for someone.
Did we get it right? Yeah, punishment time. Stop Metro saying the stream because it's punishment time, baby. Come on, I just want to see the punishment. Come on, let's get through all this dialogue already. Yes! Yes! Oh yes, punishment time. That's good music. So he's the ultimate baseball spot. Oh god. God. Jesus! I think he's dead, guys. Come on, Akuma. He's dead! My god! So dead. Wrecked. Can we get a Rip Kawata in the chat? Hashtag Rip Kawata.
Extreme! Well?
Damn you!
What the heck? Say what? Well... Hey,
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Shit.
I'm sure once one of these shows.
Just a second. Makoto. Listen. It's true. However, so...
Oh yeah.
Certainly. Anyway... Right. Correct. Hey. What?
Ah, that was awesome. That ending is amazing. I hope everyone enjoyed. Bye.